Hi everybody, you can see that this is one of the sketches that you and I worked on together last time we had a session, and if you remember we were looking at washes and this was the one that you started with. It was some tulips and another tulip, and then there was a marigold, and there was some snowdrops. There we go. And then what we did was we ended up with some pictures that looked a bit like this. So we did the wet into wet, we did the wet into dry, and then we also used the masking fluid, and then we painted in the background and then removed the masking fluid by picking it off to reveal the petals. So what I've done is we remembered that we'd actually done this one, and I thought, well, what we'll do is we'll take that and then we'll do the mixed media based on the pictures that we did last time, because I guess everybody's got a copy of these at home. So I'm just going to take the next copy. So this was the a plain copy, and I've just done the wet into wet here. And what we were going to do is we were going to work on what we call mixed media. It means actually using a combination of watercolour, but also using coloured pencils as well. And if I can just show you the ones I'm using, which are the polychromos pencils. There they are, beautiful colours there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick 3 different shades of the purple to make this tulip a kind of richer colour. So I'm going to select a very pale purpley colour. I'm going to select a very dark one for the darker tones, and then I think probably what I'm going to do is choose a pink for the slightly lighter shade. So I'm not really going to use any more 3 different colours, because they all blend together to make other colour combinations anyway. And if I want to make something lighter, I can always stick a little bit of white over it. So I'm just going to take these 3 here, and I'm going to look for the sections where, to begin with, it doesn't matter really whether you start whichever proportion, but I like to start with dark and work to light. So I'm just going to start off here by adding some dark tones to the mixed media, and actually what you can see straight away is that you get a nice richness of colour. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the lighter parts, because that almost looks like the light sort of shining on those beautiful silky petals that you get in those tulips. Actually I had some beautiful red ones this year. They were absolutely magnificent, about 24 inches tall, and they lasted ever such a long time. So I'm just going to take my mid colour now and change to this part here. I'm just pressing down there, adding a bit of colour as we go, and then the slightly lighter colour just in there. Now of course I've got a white or creamy white colour here. What I can do is just add a little bit over the top of that, and that just creates a little bit of the highlight there, and so on and so forth. And so what you can do is you can continue to add different layers of colour to your tulips. The nice thing about using watercolour first is that of course you it's quite random, and that sort of makes it look a lot more natural. But you know, you can just spend a little bit of time fiddling around and enjoying your colouring in, really. And then just use your colours to build up the layers. I might select something slightly pinker here, because this is a slightly redder colour. So, but just using your pencils you can go over the bits that are darker and choose your colours for the lighter parts. It's a very relaxing thing to do. Particularly at the moment, we probably want something that's going to occupy us for a good few hours. So have a go at doing this one, and then perhaps we'll move on to looking at doing the marigold and snowdrops in another video. Of course, I'm uploading them to the WhatsApp tube. I'm putting a link actually on the WhatsApp group chat so that you can link directly to the videos that I'm putting up. And the reason I can't put them directly into WhatsApp is because they're too big. The files are too big to actually upload into WhatsApp. But that's okay, as long as we can still keep in touch. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good day.